Welcome to EPG Pathsala. Myself is Chandrasekhar Barua, Assistant Professor working in Indian Institute of Tourism and Travel Management, Gwalior, Madhya Pradesh. Today's topic is guiding at religious places, which will cover contents, overview. When you are guiding at religious places, you must have idea about the places, people visiting there, religions and religious practices, followed by the people of that religions. You must also know do's and do nots. Introduction, religion and guiding at religious site, religious places in India, and summary. Introduction, guiding to religious places is meticulous in nature. Tour guide must have good knowledge over the subject. He must have interest in spirituality. He must have disciplined nature. There are many religious places in India. India is the origin of many religions. So, many people visit India for religious purpose. Religions and guiding at religious sites. Guiding at religious site is a very sensitive issue for a guide as well as tourists, as tourists may be Indians or foreigners and they may be from different caste or religion as well as gender. If we talk globally tour guiding, it always varies the rules and regulations to visit the different religious site. Worldwide, due to every religious site has its own rules and regulations as well as visiting hours. Tourists, those who are going to visit any of the religious site, they are not fully aware about the dress code and certain items, good which are allowed, restricted there. It is only by the tour guide to explain certain do's and do nots as well as dress code with photographic possibilities of that religious site, whether may be external or internal. Gurudwara, that is Sikh temple. Gurudwara, sources on 23rd July 2017, literal meaning Gurudwara is door of teacher. If we take an example to visit any Sikh temple, it is mandatory for all the people as a pilgrim to cover head and no one is allowed to consume tobacco, alcohol in the temple premises and the whole body should be covered by the cloths covering up to knee and one has to leave the shoes with socks at the space given to drop and further you may join prayer hall. Visit silently, takes proper photos to the areas permitted for all pilgrims and further continue toward exit. You may visit certain other areas in Sikh temple that is gender basis. For example, water pool which is known as Sarovar and that is separately meant for male as well as for female, which are created to take a holy dip. Before you are going into the Sikh temple, further residential areas which are normally offered free of cost to stay to any caste and religion persons to stay overnight and kitchen as well as which is popularly known as langar and that is known as common community hall. Areas where it is possible to have meals, it may be tea which is served as prasada or Sikh temple and pilgrims may pick and drop required utensils from a given space. And before they are leaving, dropping utensils, they must have to clean utensils themselves with the proper water and washing soap provided by temple management. Temple management never asks to pay any entry fee or photography charges, as well as stay and food cost. It is individual choice. If they feel comfortable, they may drop some money in the donation box which is available in the temple premises, as well as they may get receipt of the same. There is a special prasada in the temple which is called halwa, prepared by wheat flour, sugar and the curd oil. It is hygienically for the stomach. If any doubt created by the international passenger, that is tourist, mandir, maybe Hindu temple, it may be satisfied. Mandir, that is a temple, assist on 23rd of July 2017. If guide plan take tourists to any Hindu temple, must ensure timings to visit and certain other rules and regulations especially notified by the concerned temple authority, and that maybe tourists cannot enter with any leather goods, that may be belt, purse, wallet, pocket purse, wristwatch, cap, and some temples may also ask for not to use camera or video cameras for filming, and there may be a separate queue for male and female to reach in front of sanctum sanctorum, which is also known as Garbhagriha, as normal Hindu temples are closed between 12 noon to 4 noon. Guide may avoid these timings, and guide may also keep visiting hours for Hindu temples whether at sunrise or at sunset, so tourists can see the actual ceremony of a Hindu temple performed by the temple priest, who is known as a pujari also, which may be lighting of the temple area, oil lamp ceremony with varieties of 56 bhog, which is also known as chappan bhog, with special dress worn by the temple priest, who is known as pujari, that is kurta and dhoti, different type of foreheads decorated with special tikas, and performance of arti can be witnessed within a limited time, further followed by visit of various other galleries. Open the visit and see other various gods and goddesses with framed photographs, prayer halls, and it may be possible to meditate for some time and understand the importance of Om and yoga meditation for healthy body and healthy mind. During the visit of temple, guide may cover various Hindu philosophies, that may be Char Ashram Vyavastha, 4 stages of life, which are known as Brahmacharya, Grahastha, Vanaprastha and Sannyas, and that is followed by Nirvana. All doctrines of these 4 stages may be briefed how India accepted these stages of life, and further guide may explain the importance of Purusharth, and they are known as Dharma, Arth, Kam and Moksha. And to get Nirvana, a small lecture by the guide can be delivered on another aspect of Hindu philosophy. How Ganga, Gita and Gai, the cow, are very, very holy for every Hindu, giving or mentioning the religious sites of India, that may be Haridwar, Allahabad, Varanasi, where one can see live performance of Hindu family rituals, which is between birth to death. Jain temples. Jain Mandir. Jain temples, they are very well-known one religion in India. Jain temple are located all around the country. Some of the popular places are in Rajasthan, are in Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat. Jain temples. If we talk any important Jain temple where temples are open between sunrise to sunset, and the religious Jain is divided, religion Jain into two branches. The first one is known as Digambar and second one is known as Shwetambar. Guide may explain the history and background of this religious when it was commenced and till now. What are the principles of present followers, which any of the tourists can witness during the visit of certain temples? For example, in this religion, people do not pluck and offer any flower to the deity. Oil lamps, which are offered to the deity, normally covered all the side with the glasses and topped by thick iron net so no insect can reach to the flames of Deepak, that is oil lamp. In these temples, ceremonies, followers normally offering almond, clove, yellow rice, normal rice with turmeric or sandal powder, and white coconut to the deity. Even now, in India, some of the Digambar branch followers do not wear any clothes at all during all the season of the year, and that may be winter, monsoon, summer and spring. Followers, they believed the sky and their weather are their natural clothing, and all Jain religions followers never eat anything which grow under the soil, and that is any kind of root, for example ginger, carrot, radish, potatoes, onion, garlic, etc. Their timings for meals are also very strict, that is between sunrise to sunset. The Jain monks never cut their hairs. They always ask their followers to go for plucking of their hairs, which are as bearded or top of the head. They never wear any shoes or slippers, as they believe hard sole of the shoes or slippers may kill small insects. They never travel. They never accept any money, jewelry from devotees, and they sleep on the floor, never on any bed or any furniture. And before they do sweeping by the bunch of peacock feathers to protect small insects. Jain monks in their whole life they travel by walk, never use any private vehicle, public transport. They follow the principles of celibacy, that means brahmacharya. As mentioned previously, the first branch of Digambar and their present followers never wear any cloth, but the second branch, which is Shwetambar, followers can be male or female, and they wear their white body by white cloths on the body, that is with a white sheet of cloths, and that sheet not cut and stitched. Shwetambar monks wear white cloths mouth to restrict any insect to enter inside the mouth. And both genders, they also follow principles of celibacy and remain in Jain temples only and do all the routine temple ceremonies. If we study population of Jain religion in India is very low in numbers, but in the past their position was in the caste system under the Vaishya Varna. They were responsible for all trade and commerce. Activity for the society, majority majorly they were into the business of jewelry and textile. Jain religion is based on the principles of ahimsa, that is non-violence. Church, Christianity. A church which represent the religion Christianity. And if we talk in India, there are many places, number of people, they are follower of religion known as Christian religion, known as Christianity. A train guide is responsible to study before taking on tour to any church, because in India we have a population of Christians religion. Majorly they are found in Goa, Pondicherry, and they are scattered in all over India, and they do the prayer of Saint Jesus Christ as their principles God, and they normally follow all the principles of Christianity. During the visit of any church, it is observed that there is no such any restriction of any dress code, shoes, sleepers, and camera or maybe video for filming, which gives very high comfort to the domestic and international tourist before entering into a church. It is always mandatory to maintain silence and listen the lectures, normally delivered in English by the concerned father of the church. Special prayers of weekdays are on Sunday. Whole world celebrate 25th of December as an auspicious day of Christians religion, and that is Christmas Day. All over the world, followers they reach to the church with new dress and carry cake, pastry for celebration of midnight festival, share among the family friends. Parsis. Parsi Temple, assist 23rd of July 2017. Parsis migrated from Iran to Sindh and Gujarat during 8th to 10th century AD, and during the upper Arab conquest, major religion was Zoroastrians. During this time, many Iranians migrated to India, and these are known as Parsi. Parsi religion people pray fire. There is a temple in Gujarat known as Parsi Fire Temple. They have made a remarkable contribution in the history and development of India. Islam, as India is a democratic country and all Indians respect each other's religion, among us are many Islam religions followers. We have two famous Islamic mosques. One is in New Delhi, which is known as Jama Masjid, and another in Bhopal, which is known as Taj ul Masjid. And in all major and small cities, towns, one can find a mosque, which is also known as Masjid, which is the most purest place for performance of namaz. It is mentioned in Quran Sharif, the holiest book Islam religion, that one has to perform 5 times namaz in a day, and it is also normally observed that male and female of Muslim families are very strict to perform 5 times namaz on Friday. If possible, they try to reach nearby mosque. In Islam, Ramadan is the holiest month, the Pak month for every Muslim to go on day fasting from whole month, in which they are not eating or drinking any food or liquid. Only after sunset they are eating special food of the holy month, which are prepared by the family members, and all family members assemble in one big hall of the house, and they pick the food items from one big thal, which is jointly offered. This Pak month are followed by the Eid. On this topmost festival of Islam religion, all of them they go for namaz with new clothing. Special sweet dishes are prepared and shared among the society of friends. Every Muslim has to wish to attend at least once in a lifetime visit of Makkah and Medina, the holiest religious site of Islam. Buddhism. Buddhist temple source assessed on 23rd July 2017. Buddhism means cosmic law and order. It is applied to the teaching of Lord Buddha. Buddhism among many religions. Buddhism is another imprint religion of India, and it is considered nearly 2500 years old religion. It is said that Lord Buddha, born during the 5th century BC, guide may explain during the visit of any Buddhist religious site principles of Buddhism and previous life of Lord Buddha, which is known as Bodhisattva, and a small description note of Chaitya Viharas and about the community of Buddhist monks. In Buddhism, there is concept of triple gem, that is Sangha, Dharma, Buddha. There are four noble truths. First is origin of suffering is craving. Second, there is suffering. Third, there is also end to the suffering. And last one is the way to the end of suffering is eightfold path. There are 7 factors of enlightenment in Buddhism, that is mindfulness, sati, investigation of dharma. Dharma, we see tranquility, passaddhi, concentration, that is samadhi, equanimity, apekha, rapture, pity, energy, virya, assist on 23rd of July 2017. A tour guide must know the basic facts about Buddhism. Before going to any Buddhist site, he must have idea about Buddhism philosophy. I am told that there was a pond near every vihara where the bhikshu used to live. I do not have proof to justify this point, but tourist guides must have justification and study Buddhism. Religious places in India, Char Dham Yatra. Char Dham Yatra is travel to 4 corners of the country, and that is in the north, Badrinath, Kedarnath, Rameshwaram, Dwarka. And these are 4 major pilgrimage sites of worship. There are 4 pilgrimage sites in Uttarakhand, that is Badrinath, Kedarnath, Yamunotri and Gangotri. It is known as Chota Char Dham. Dwadas Jyotirlings. There are 12 Jyotirlings in India, and these Jyotirlings have a special place. These Jyotirlings are Mahakaleshwar Jyotirling in Ujjain, Madhya Pradesh, Kashi Jyotirling, Omkareshwar Jyotirling, Somnath Jyotirling in Gujarat, Mallikarjun Jyotirling in Andhra Pradesh, Baidyanath Jyotirling in Jharkhand, Vishankar Jyotirling, Maharashtra, Rameshwaram Jyotirling, Tamil Nadu, Nageshwara Jyotirling, Saurashtra in Gujarat, Trimbakeshwar Jyotirling in Maharashtra, Grishwar Jyotirling in Aurangabad, Maharashtra, Sakti Peeth. And these Sakti Peeth are the sacred places of goddess Sati. These places have a special place in Hindu pilgrimage. Haridwar, Uttar Pradesh. Haridwar is located in Uttarakhand. It is about kilometers from New Delhi. Haridwar is well connected by road, rail and air with the rest of the country. People come here to have darshan in temples, to see the Ganga Aarti and to visit the ashrams. Rishikesh in Uttar Pradesh. Rishikesh is known as spiritual capital of India. It is the link between plains and mountains. All pilgrims going to Badrinath, Kedarnath, Gomukh, Yamunotri go via the Rishikesh. Allahabad in Uttar Pradesh. Allahabad is located in Uttar Pradesh province of India. It is famous for confluence of 3 rivers, that is Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati. Varanasi in Uttar Pradesh. Varanasi is located in Uttar Pradesh province of India. Many Indians visit Varanasi for Kasi Vishwanath temple, Ganga Darshan and many other temples. Foreigners come to experience Ganga Aarti, see the ghats and feel the culture of Varanasi. Ajmer in Rajasthan. Ajmer is a famous destination in Rajasthan. People visit Dargah of Sufi Saint Hazrat Khwaja Moinuddin Chishti. St. Francis Church, Goa. Francis Xavier Church is a famous destination in Goa. All tourists coming to Goa visit these places. Lotus Temple in New Delhi, and Lotus Temple is located in New Delhi. It is a Baha'i religion temple for worship. It consists 27 freestanding marble clay petals. It looks like lotus flower. Jakhu Mandir, Shimla. It is located in Shimla and its mainly deity is Lord Hanuman. Akshardham, New Delhi. Akshardham temple is located in New Delhi. It is constructed by followers of Swami Narayan devotees. It has massive structure. Bodh Gaya in Bihar state. It is located in Bihar state of India. Many tourists from Sri Lanka, Thailand, Japan, China visit Bodh Gaya. Sanchi in Madhya Pradesh. Sanchi stupas are very famous. It is located in Madhya Pradesh near Bhopal city. Sirpur in Chhattisgarh state. Sirpur is located in Chhattisgarh state of India. It is famous for Buddha Viharas. It was a port city. Now it is village located near Mahanadi. Many Buddhist pilgrims visit here. There are many temples like Lakshman Temple, Gandak, Mahadev Temple are located here. Amarnath Dham, Jammu and Kashmir. Amarnath Dham is famous for Shivling. People from all over the world visit here and it is located in Jammu and Kashmir. Vaishno Devi Temple, it is located near Jammu, near Katra. Tirupati Balaji in south of India, Andhra Pradesh. It is Andhra Pradesh state in south. Salasar, Rajasthan. Salasar is famous for Hanuman Temple. Golden Temple is located in Amritsar in Punjab state. Pilgrims from all over the world visit here. Guru Data Bandi Chhod Gurudwara. Gurudwara Data Bandi Chhod Gurudwara is located in Gwalior in Madhya Pradesh. Jagannath Puri temple is located in Puri in Odisha state. Thousands of pilgrims visit here every day. It has large community kitchen. Bridge in Mathura, and Bridge is the name of region associated with Lord Krishna. It is a holy region for followers of Lord Krishna, and thousands of pilgrims come here for parikrama of Govardhan Parvat, that is a mountain. Pushkarji. Pushkarji is in Rajasthan, is famous for Lord Brahma temple and it's famous in the northern region. Brahma temple, there is a Savitri temple also, and there is a Kund near Brahma temple and it is visited by many pilgrims and tourists from many countries. Holy fairs and festivals, and there is a tradition of fairs in India and these are Kumbh Mela which are held at Ujjain, Nasik, Haridwar and Allahabad. Kartik Mela in Ujjain. Holi, colorful festival in Barsana. Dasehra at Mysore and Kulu. Janmashtami in Mathura and Chhath in Bihar. Onam in Kerala. Bihu in Assam. Baisakhi Mela in Punjab. Eid Milan in Delhi and Christmas in Goa. Guru Purnima in Mathura, and they are the very famous one. Traditions, a tour guide must know religious traditions of India. Kavan Yatra, and Kavan Yatra, that is in the month of Sawan as per the Hindu calendar. Many people, they carry the holy water from the river and they reach to one of the holy temple of their choice of Lord Shiva. And these waters may be collected from Ganga and they travel all the way on foot to the Shiva temple. They follow strict norms during the yatra. They do not put holy water on the floor till it is offered to the deity. Amarnath Yatra. People travel from many places to Amarnath with chanting of Har Har Mahadev It is about 45 kilometers walk in Jammu and Kashmir. Vaishno Devi Yatra. People travel on foot from Katra to Vaishno Devi Shrine and Bhairav Mandir. It takes about 6 to 7 hours. Kailash Mansarovar Yatra. Kailash Mansarovar is located on Himalayas. Pilgrims has to register for this yatra and go for medical checkup. Holy rivers. There are holy rivers in India. Ganga is the main river and which is treated very sacred by the Hindus. Holy rivers are like Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, Narmada. Summary: religious places and religions are the major attractions in India, and we have concept of tirthan, and these since ancient time tour guide offering religious tour must have idea about the religions and practices to be followed there. There are many religious places like Hindu, Sikh, Islamic, Buddhist, Jainism, Parsi religions places in India, and some keywords which you used are Chaitya, Matha, Viharas, Vrata, Sardyul, Saktipeet, Jyotirling, Tirthankars. Some questions may be: what is Hinduism? What is the meaning of Om? And may write commentary for guiding at the religious place of your choice. Some reference can be further reading number of books. So I end up this session. Thank you very much.